we're going to do the next step. We've already talked about adding and subtracting integers and rational numbers. Now we're going to move to the next operation, and we're going to do them together, because much like the addition and subtraction, with multiplication and division, the rules apply to both. So, with that thought, let's see how you guys, how well prepared you are for it. We've got a thinking problem here for you. Try to do it by yourself and then compare your answers to those at your table. It's not a real long one, so I'll give you guys about 2 minutes to work this one through. On this one, they're playing a game in which they choose 2 cards and multiply the numbers. The person with the largest product wins the round. Which card should they choose in order to win the round? Emil? Yes.
They should choose either 12 and 8, negative 16, negative 6.
So they do either one?
Yeah.
Kyla?
Negative 16 and negative 6.
Why do you say that one?
Because a negative times negative is positive, and
I circled the
negative 6 times 16 is oh.
Yeah, that's what
Oh.
Oh.
16 and 12?
Okay. If I did 16 and 12.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay,
What if you flip it though? Wait, but now it's
What do you mean if you flip it?
12 times 6 negative.
Doesn't matter which order I do it in.
I don't know, negatives are weird.
Negatives are weird. They have their own set of rules. That was kind of the whole purpose on this. But they could choose either of those set of cards and still get a 96, which is the highest number you can get in that case. So, continuing this thought then, let's see if you guys can fill this table out accurately. So, do the answers by yourself. Once you and your table mates have the table completed, look at patterns and see if you can give me a hypothesis about multiplying 2 negative numbers. Go ahead and go. Okay, filling in the chart should have been easy. I mean, honestly, I probably just started with the zeros because those are the easiest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I could have just gone straight across. I mean, that's 4, 2, 2, 4, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4, 2, 2, 4. Then when you look at the signs, we've got negatives here, and you have negatives here. So, what patterns did you find?
That it was like always like
Asher, thank you for raising your hand.
Oh my gosh. I actually saw 2 patterns. The first one, I saw that if you look at like one column, you could see that it's like the numbers are like parallel. Yeah, it's like 4 and 2, but then it for 2 positive, and then the right below it's a negative. It's like the opposite order, 3, 4.
I don't know. So top to bottom, it was the same number but opposite?
Yeah.
Okay.
what about the 0 column?
The zeros are just built out of opposite. And then this one's not very relevant, but
Hold on, guys, one at a time.
oh, the other one I saw was if you look at all the zeros, it's like looks like a plus sign. So that's not very relevant though.
Okay, zeros look like a plus sign. Jack?
Everything times 0 is 0.
Okay. Just for the record, that is also known as the multiplicative property of 0. Multiplicative identity property of 0. Multiplying 0 times anything gives you 0. Jalen?
It looks like a quad if I was like graphs are divided into 4.
Okay.
But like the negatives are opposite.
So if in a quadrant, all the negatives are on the same side. These are opposite from each other, right?
Yeah, it's like the opposite of the.
So, can you guys give me a hypothesis about multiplying two negative numbers?
Two negatives equals
Kyla?
A negative times a negative is a positive. A
Okay.
negative times a positive is a positive. A negative times a positive is a negative.
Except you gave me three answers when there's only one question. So a negative times a negative is positive.
Yay!
It didn't matter. We had all our negatives on the bottom, and the negatives on the bottom, we ended up with a whole quadrant of positives when I multiplied the negative times the negative. Okay, good job on those. So let's talk about it. You multiply and dividing integers. This is what I call your fast operation. To me, this is kind of how I try to help myself remember the rules and differentiate between add, subtract, and multiply, divide. Add, subtract is very slow and deliberate. The first thing I have to do is look at my signs to add and subtract, and that tells me what I'm going to do, right? If they were alike, you just added them, the signs stayed the same. If they were different, they fought, and we subtracted them. Multiplying and dividing is a lot faster. So instead of having to worry about the signs, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to multiply or divide the two numbers. So ignore the signs, just multiply or divide. Then, if the signs are the same, we just determine the answer is positive. So, if I have a positive times a positive, it's positive. If I do a negative times a negative, it's positive. If the signs are different, then the answer is
Negative.
Shiloh? Negative. Thank you for raising your hand. So positive times a negative gives me a negative. Negative times a positive equals a negative. So here's the little piece I've come up with to try to help everybody understand how do you know which one it is. When I am multiplying, this is your fast one. So it changes how they feel about each other. In this case, if they are the same, they love each other.
Whoa.
There you go.
Meaning, love is the best feeling of any of them. They are positive.
They're happy.
They're going to be happy. So it's a positive relationship. So even if they're both negative, because they're the same, they love each other, your answer is positive. If they're both positive, they love each other, it's the same thing. The answer is positive. If they are different, good job. I don't know if the video picked it up, but Aiden behind me just said they hate each other.
That's a strong.
It is a strong one.
Love is a pretty
Strong but active.
No, Mr. Bob, basically you're saying if two people are different, they don't love each other.
This is how racism was born.
And your answer. I don't know if the video picked that one up, but I would actually agree with that. This is kind of how racism is born. People that just look at each other and said, "Oh, you're different. I hate you." That's terrible. Why would I say, hold on, guys? 3, 2, 1. Bottom line on this. If they are different, they hate each other. It's going to be negative. Doesn't matter which one's bigger, which one's first, which one's last. If they are different, they're going to hate. It's negative. So here's the biggest difference between the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Multiplication and division, much faster. Ignore the signs, do the math. Once you have the math done, then you're looking at the signs. If they're the same, doesn't matter both positive or both negative, your answer is positive. If they are different, doesn't matter who's bigger or anything else, your answer is going to be negative. They hate each other. Okay? when you look at the quadrant of the different types of signs you're combining, the biggest difference is your negative, negative. And add, subtract, your answer is still going to be negative. They like each other. They got along, right? Now they love each other. So the negative, negative makes a positive. Okay? So that's the number one question that you're going to get wrong on the unit test. We'll have subtract two negative numbers, and then we'll multiply two negative numbers. The rules are different. That's the most likely place for you to make an error. So if you're building a reference sheet for this test, you need to make sure you add those rules in there about how do I know which one is which. Questions on how we put them together. Because once you understand this, implementing it should be really easy. Because again, initially I ignore the signs, I'm just doing the operation. Then you compare the signs to determine which way it's going to go. So let's get some practice in. Going to start with a word problem. This one ended up being harder than I thought first period. So I'm going to give you guys about 3 minutes to work through it. Make sure you fill out all 4 blocks. On this one, I know this is going to sound really strange, but marking your text will really help you on this.
Which one do I do? Office?
On one January day, the low temperature in Fargo, North Dakota was a negative 8 degrees Fahrenheit. The temperature rose 4 degrees every hour for the next 6 hours. After 6 hours, what was the temperature? There's my question. So, what do we know? Allison?
That the temperature that we have right now is negative 8 degrees.
Okay, good. So we start at negative 8. What else do we know? Maya?
Rose for every hour.
Or what?
4 degrees every
For how long? Every hour for 6 hours. What do you need to know?
What's the temperature rate?
After the 6 hours.
Okay. So now here's the plan and the work. This will be interesting to see how you guys did this. See if you listened to the caution I gave you.
I added 4.
How do I write it? Ruby?
So, 4 times 6 plus 8, negative 8, negative
4 times 6 plus negative 8. Like that? Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
Anybody not good with it?
What's wrong with it?
Doesn't it need to be?
I didn't say anything was wrong with it. I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. So everybody's good with this, right?
Yes.
He's giving us that look.
Yes.
Maya knows.
Maya knows the look.
Maya knows the look.
I feel like it should be.
Maya always gets the look.
Why would we flip?
Because so the state like what we have
Don't we
right
multiply before we subtract?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to multiply, so then it would be negative 8 degrees plus 24 degrees.
But then you already multiplied.
You're being slow right now.
Just do more. Wait,
What?
what's wrong with it?
Nothing's wrong. He's trying to make us second guess ourselves.
Oh, okay, it's like 4 degrees.
I literally.
Oh, if you could only see the look on Allison's face.
Oh, I know it now.
So we're good, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Guys,
no.
why do you not pay attention to the
No.
word problem?
No, we're not.
Why do you not pay attention to the problem?
Can't we just?
I mean, I even gave you a big hint.
Plus 4.
Where should my equation start?
Negative 8 degrees.
It starts at negative 8, and
Yeah.
then what happens?
And then you add on the 4 degrees times 6 hours. Yes, that's what I did.
That's not what you said. You agreed that this was correct.
Look at my
But
work.
why would that not be
No,
correct?
because I thought like it would be fine if it flopped, but then I
Because
realized.
where did I start, Asher? Did I start at 4 times 6?
But why would you do negative 8 plus 4 first?
Because you're starting at 8.
It
That's not
doesn't
correct.
change the answer.
Yeah.
It's just properly how
It doesn't
it's
change the
stated.
answer at all.
It's just how it's stated.
Mathematically, this is how you're going to do it because of order of operations.
So then if we.
But if I read the problem and I set my equation up, or my expression up according to the problem, where did the problem start?
So if we don't do
8 below.
so
For
if we do it by
4 degrees, for 6 hours.
but we still get the same answer.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Yes, but like that's not how you're supposed to do it because you start at -8 degrees.
Then Asher, you're supposed to be looking at the problem and writing the problem mathematically according to the word problem.
So if this was a test and we didn't write it according to it, that'd be like full points off.
It depends. If the only question was, what is the current temperature, you get full credit. But I want you guys taking that next step to actually thinking about the problem. Jack, you might want to put that away. It's getting a little too distracting for you. You might want to look at it and realize I should be setting my problem up the way the word problem is saying it. I mean, it literally told you it starts at 8 degrees below Fahrenheit.
Would if like we were doing the test and we put the one that was above or
It depends. If it told you to model the proper expression, then you would have to model the proper expression.
They didn't say model.
I know.
So you would take it from the problem like this on the test and say it.
Yes.
Bro, actually, literally just
So
after.
Tanner just missed the most important part there.
Yeah, Tanner. I just found it.
Did you hear it, Tanner?
Yeah, did you?
Why not?
Me when I didn't
He
hear
was
it.
talking.
On this like 3 words.
You missed more than that.
Oh, sit down.
Ooh, checkmate.
So, in a test situation, because this question did not say which is the proper expression, it only asked for the current temperature. If you do the math right, you're going to get it with either one. So for our testing purposes, either one would matter. I just want you guys understanding, mathematically, when I look at this problem, this is how it should have been set up. But to solve it, I need to follow order of operations, meaning I multiply first, so that's 24, plus a -8, means they're opposites, so I'm going to subtract. Gives me 16, the bigger guy is positive, so the answer is positive. Our solution is, the temperature is 16 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wait, how did you do that?
Magic.
He added, subtracted, he multiplied.
I multiplied, added, and subtracted.
He multiplied first, he multiplied 4 by 6, then he added -8.
Which is subtracting.
Wouldn't you do
Next.
-8 plus 4 first?
No.
He added, he
Order of operations says I have to multiply before I add or subtract.
Oh, I just screwed up. Okay, so 6 times 40, 24, and then you just add those two numbers.
Except it's negative, so I actually subtract.
Since they not like each other.
They don't like each other.
They fight.
Guys, please, one at a time. We are recording. So especially Jalen at the front table, I need you to be a lot more quiet.
Oh,
It gets very distracting for people that are trying to listen to the lesson. So when I did the addition, now I have the opposite integers, so that means I actually subtract. So yes, I have to actually subtract those two numbers. Give me a total of 16, but my bigger number is positive, so my answer is positive.
Wait, but then
Just stick with it, bro.
I thought negative and positive equal.
Okay, make sure you follow your directions. But Asher, you're bringing out for me the importance of understanding the rules. Rules differ between addition, subtraction, and multiplication, division. You've got to get both sets of rules straight. Okay, let's do the next one. There's only a few in here, so it shouldn't take you too long. You guys have about 2 minutes. Go.
I didn't show my work.
That's not good. Someone didn't show their work again. Okay, Quinn and Leo are playing a game where they're given two numbers and must multiply them together to find the third number in the row. Then they will multiply the second and third number in the row to find the fourth number. They continue until the row is completed. If the person with the largest value in the fifth column wins, who is the winner of each round? So there's our question. So we've got to find the winner. So really all we're doing is checking all our rules. I take the two numbers, I multiply. So at 16, I compare the signs, it's negative. Multiply the two numbers. That gives me 6. Compare the signs as positive. Go to the second and third. 4 times 16 is going to give me 64. Compare the signs. That's positive. 6 times 3 is 18. Compare my signs as negative. 64 times 16 gives me 24. 30. That's a 2. 36. 38. 0, 4, 6. Add them together. 2, 12. 10, that's a 4. 1,024. Compare the answers, they are negative. 18 times 6 is 48, so 108. Compare the answers, they're negative. Since they are both negative answers, the smaller negative is actually bigger because it's further to the left on the number line. So Leo won the first round. Then we go the same route. 4 times 1 is 4. Negative times positive is a negative. 1 times 4 is still 4. Negative times positive is a negative. 4 and 4 is 16. They're both negative, so they love each other. It's a positive. 5 and 2 gives me a 10. They're both negative, so they love each other. It's a positive. 2 and 10 is 20. They hate each other, so it's negative. 10 and 20 is 200. They are opposites, so they hate each other. Negative 200, meaning Quinn won the second round.
Yay.
Questions on how any of the math is done?
No.
Any questions on comparing the numbers? Asher?
Not about this, but there's been a rumor that you're grading the handouts now.
No.
Student handouts? No.
It's a rumor for a reason.
Okay. Let's go to our next page. Go ahead and turn it over.
Already
Oh,
turned
we're on
over.
the back?
Yeah.
Never mind, we're on the back. So we have 6 more problems for you guys to practice on. Remember, multiplication division should be fast. You're just doing the math and then you're comparing the signs for your answer. So you should be able to do all 6 of these in about 2 minutes.
Wait.
Now here's your key concept on this. When I look at multiplication and division, what is the relationship between them?
There.
Kyla? No, they're not opposites.
They're positive.
They hate each other.
There, you need to multiply to divide.
Kyla, you have the right concept. You're using the wrong math term.
They're alike.
They are alike. They're very alike.
They're going hand in hand.
Right.
They love each other.
How do they go in hand in hand?
They're factors.
How are they related? What is the mathematical relationship between multiplication and division?
They're
Kyla? I'm sorry?
Reverse operation.
Inverse.
Inverse. There's the math term we're looking for. They're inverse operations. In other words, they undo each other. But the rules are the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
So the rules that we just went through on multiplication apply to division. It's the same concept. I go really quick, I just ignore the signs, I do the math, then I compare the signs to find out what my answer is. Okay? So 78 divided by 6, I'm going to take this 78 divided by 6. Remember, he's the guy that goes in the house, he's the first guy, he's the winner. The loser gets left on the outside. So that gives us 1, subtract 6, gives me 18, 3, subtract 18, I get 0. Then I compare my signs, I have a negative and a positive, so that means they hate each other. Not fighting, fighting is our add subtract. This is straight out hate. Okay? It will always be negative if they're different. Same on the next one. Ignore our signs. 42 divided by 7 gives us 6. Negative and negative, they're the same, so now we have love. It's just a positive. 21 divided by 3, 7. Negative and positive, they're different, so we have a little bit of hatred going on. Kind of like how Mia feels about me. Okay, 72 and 8, that's a division. Negative and negative.
We're trying to learn here, and you're just like taking away from it.
That means that they love each other. We got a positive answer there. 98 divided by 7. That's going to be
13.
14.
Hey,
14, negative and positive means a little bit of hatred going on. And 85 by 17, that's going to be a 5, negative and positive. A little bit more hatred going on. Negative.
The sun.
They don't like each other.
5 sitting 4:30.
Questions on how to do any of these problems, guys?
No.
Are you understanding the process?
Yeah.
Asher.
So, like for the third one, 78 divided by 3 of 6. But when you change it, wouldn't it be like 78 times 6? Or,
No, we're not changing it. You're doing the operation, and then you're comparing the signs.
Okay.
Hold that changing thought till the next lesson we're going to go through. Okay, we now have a whole table. So, read the directions, find out what you're doing with the table. And this one, the numbers are pretty easy, so I'll give you guys about 2 minutes. Half that time should be figuring out what you're doing. Half an hour. Good thing we're almost done. Okay, they're playing a game. You must divide 60 by a number and get a quotient less than 10. Shade in any square that contains a number Theo could choose. So if it's going to be less than 10, I automatically know all my negatives are going to work. So you should have immediately done those. So 60 divided by 10, that's going to give me 6. That works. Divided by 3 is only 20. That won't. 2 won't. 4 is going to give me 15. That doesn't work. 6 divided by 6 is 10. That doesn't work because 10 is not less than 10. So that means you should have had those 5 squares shaded. Make sense?
Sounds right.
Okay. Last one. 3 friends are playing a card game. The person who draws a card with an expression equivalent to -2 times 40 wins. Which player won? So first thing you got to do is figure out what number they're shooting for. -2 times 40, so I just ignore the signs. 2 times 40 gives me 80. Negative times positive is a negative. So that's what I'm looking for. The first one, 8 times 10 gives me 80. Negative, negative, they're both negative, so it's going to be a positive. That one doesn't work. This one, order of operations, I can do any one I want, but I would do the negatives first. That's going to give me a positive 10 times 8, which is 80. Again, positive, so that one doesn't work. So I think I have a good idea. On this one, I'm actually going to do this one first because it makes the math easier. That gives me a 20 times the -4. So that's giving me 80. Negative times positive to negative means that Riley won.
Riley, good job.
Any questions?
No.
Mom, Randy, you're so
Okay, so that finishes this one. Good luck.